Once you have chosen your path in Pathways, the next step is to start your first assignment. I'm going to log into Toastmasters. Select Login. I'm going to go to Pathways. Go to Basecamp. Now we've already chosen our path, so we want this middle option here, access my path through Basecamp. Click Login as Member. And click My Education Transcript. When this opens up, you'll see your path is open at the bottom. The due date, no due date status, it's registered. Nothing has been done, it's brand new. The next step is to click Open Curriculum. You'll see that all the status indicators are at 0%, indicating we haven't started yet. This is an overview of the whole path. Next, click on View Details for Level 1. Like all paths, Level 1 starts with an icebreaker speech. You click on the Activate button. Once you've activated it, you click on Launch. You'll see a new window opens up with your Icebreaker project Level 1. I'm just going to expand it to make it a little bigger. Begin. This page is important. It shows you how to navigate through each project. One of the most common errors when using Pathways is to click on the Next Page button before you've actually completed everything that's within that page. So make sure if there's additional options and you have a chance to click Next within the page, do that before clicking the Next Page button. Now that I've had a read, I'm going to click the next page. What follows now is basically a PowerPoint presentation that describes the project. When you finish reading it, you press the Next Page button. You read that, press the Next Page button. Notice that the screen grays out and some directions pop up. If you click on this link, you'll get a download. See, it goes black, but up here you'll see that I've got a downloaded file, and it's a PDF that you can print out that gives you a description and some instructions. I close that PDF and notice I have to click back on the other window. Then I click the X to close the directions by clicking the yellow arrow here, and you'll see that the assignment lightens up again. I then recommend you click on the project checklist. That again gives you a file that downloads up here. You can click on the project checklist and print that out. Basically gives you the steps to complete this particular project. I'm going to close that and go back to the other window. Next step is click the Next Page button. The next page, you assess your skills. The idea is you assess your skills before the project, then do the project, then assess your skills afterwards to see how much you've progressed. You'll see that the screen's grayed out while you read the instructions. Once you've read the instructions, you can close them by clicking on the yellow down arrow, and then you proceed to go through the questionnaire. Note, do not press the next page button until you have done all the nexts down here. So I'm just going to go through and complete this. I'm selecting random answers just for the purpose of the video. Oh, I think I'm really good at this one. There. Now that I've done the last next, you can see that a submit button has popped up. I got to click submit, and you'll get this pop-up that says you've successfully submitted your responses. You close that, and then you go to the next page. Then you'll get further description of how the project works. It tells you how to use the video instructions. Quite good.
Every Toastmaster begins their journey with an ice cream. As you prepare to deliver yours, you may find yourself wondering what the experience is like for others.
So you watch the video, then the next step is next page. You've got some resources here that you can download to help you do your speech. Again, working through page by page. Here we've got a place where you can click some item options within the page. So remember to do that first. Gives you tips on how to practice. Once you've done all of those, you see your dots in the last spot. It means you've completed. The next button is also grayed out. Then click the next page. This gives you some instructions on each aspect for timing. You can click through them one at a time and the text changes. Once you finish reading all that, next page, some more advice. Again, you've got one of these where it gives you some information. You click through the items on the page first. When you get to the last one, your next button grays out. That means you've finished that page. Click the next page. Evaluation, more information. Read here, you notice on the More button, it's another way just to reveal the information bit by bit. You've finished next page. Your evaluation, you click the evaluation resource, and you'll see you download a file. That's a PDF file you open and you print that. I'm just going to make it smaller so you can see the whole thing. You print this and take it with you to the club, hand it to your evaluator so that they can evaluate you. The next page is a number rating system, and the third page explains the number ratings. So print this out and give it to your evaluator on the night. I'm going to close that resource, go back to the window that was open. You can read a description of which each of the evaluation criteria talk about, exemplary, etc. You go to this next stage where you do your assess your skills after part. It's the same questionnaire as before. You answer the same questions and click next as you do. When you answer the last one, you'll see now that the next button's grayed out. I click the last answer and the submit button's here. This is very important. Unless you click the submit button, your assignment will not be complete. So click the submit button, and now it gives you a bit of feedback. It shows you before and after how you've answered the same questions. You can close that and press the next page button. It says, congratulations, you've completed the project. Now when you close this window, you should see the regular window has updated. It's now got a burgundy tick mark beside it, which means you've completed. The status says completed. Yay, you've done the first project. The next step is to click Activate for the next assignment in this level. Hope that's been some help. That's how you complete a project.